back, family travelers. We are in the middle of our family vacation in Mexico. We're at the Fives Beach Resort in Playa del Carmen. And today we're gonna do something a little different than our typical video. The reason we started this channel was to kind of show that you can travel with kids, especially babies, and it can be fun and it can be somewhat relaxing. So we're gonna give you some tips today. We have 3 kids. If you're new to the channel, we have a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-month-old who's sticking her tongue out right now. Sometimes people worry, am I actually gonna be going on vacation or am I gonna be doing more work than if I were at home and they were in daycare? So we're gonna give you some of our best tips that we've learned in the last 7 years on how you can take vacation with little ones. Should we get started? I think that's a yes. Tip number 1 when traveling with one of these little guys or gals is self-care. And whatever that looks like for you, whether that's a massage, whether that's reading a book while you lounge by the beach, whatever it is, find a way, make it happen during your trip. That will make it much more relaxing. For us, that came in the form of a couples massage on the beach. And it doesn't even have to be expensive. We walked down the beach. We're staying in Playa del Carmen at the Fives Beach Resort, and they had massages, hour-long massages for $30. Massage time. Just had the most amazing massage, and my background soundtrack, let me show you. It doesn't get much better than that.
Okay. All right. So that's one way to relax on a vacation with kids.
You're probably asking, how do you get a massage with the baby, if you have the baby with you? That leads me into point number 2. Bring along a family member, a grandparent, whoever. We had our Nana and Pops with us, and so they generously watched all 3 kids while we got a massage, and so that's just super helpful. I mean, massages, yes, but even throughout the entire stay, helping with the kids can make it so much more relaxing for you, just having that little added help. If you don't have somebody to bring with you, just look for a resort that has like kids club, a nursery, baby area. Cruises have them. A lot of these like resorts, especially a lot of the all-inclusive resorts will have them. So when you're booking, look for that so that you can get a little self-care time and they can have a little fun time on their own. But if you don't have a kids club, or you aren't bringing any kind of family or friends along, or just a tip in general, you can also just trade off and on with your spouse. So Nick could have got a massage while I watched the kids, and then we could have switched. So that would have been an option if we didn't have our Nana and Pops. Think about doing that, huh? Because you had some fun time by yourself by the pool. Look at this one learning to float.
Sure was. Yeah. All right. There we go. How's that? One must always have some sort of inflatable for the kiddos. I mean, so like what we normally do is we order the cheapo ones, you know, like the $2, $3, $4 things, and we bring them with us because they're nice and compact. And then we, you know, put on Facebook that we're leaving. Yep. We leave them all inflated for the next family. So we figure it's easier that way. It's cheaper than buying at the resort, plus other people get to take advantage. And we don't have to struggle trying to deflate and repack. It makes it much easier.
And she's got some shade. Pull up her, well, she has a hat, but then she has double the shade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it, girl?
to try to stick to the routine, right? So if you have quiet time, if you have nap time or whatever, we try to stick as close as we can to the routine. So normally, and as painful as it is, we try to head back to the room in the early afternoon for at least an hour or so, just to like give the kids a chance to like tone it down a notch. Trust me when I say this, the remaining bits of your time is gonna be so much better if your kids are kind of like on their normal schedule. There's gonna be far less whining and sleepiness and arguing and whatever. Just stick to the schedule, sacrifice the time where needed, it's worth it. Definitely pays off. Another thing to do is to make sure that you can find a place where the kids have their own space. Whether that's a separate bedroom or like a separate living area and a bed area, or you put up a curtain and you separate the space that way. We've done that on cruise ships before. The kids, if they have their own space, that they can have their own quiet time, it just makes everybody's lives so much easier. You can say, okay, you go chill, I'll go chill, let's have a little bit of separation. It just makes things so much smoother. So in this instance, we actually got like a condo that had a couple of bedrooms, so the kids have their own bed, they have their own room, and you probably could hear it in the background. They're in their own beds watching their iPads, and we're just out here making videos, but we could be taking a nap, or we could be having a snack, or whatever, watching TV. It's great. Separate spaces, that's the key.
All right, another tip is to bring compact baby items. So from home, you can use, for instance, if you need a crib for your baby, you can always request it from whatever, like hotel, Airbnb, condo, whatever, wherever you're staying. You can always request one and see if they have them available. However, we found one that is backpack size. It's really lightweight and compact. This is the first trip that we've used it on, and it's been working out really well. But the benefit to doing that is you can test it out at home first before your trip to make sure it will work for you and your baby, because we've definitely been places where the crib baby did not want to sleep in the crib with our other two kids. So this time we got her used to this new travel crib, brought it here, she was already adjusted to it, and so it worked out perfectly. I highly recommend doing that. It does create a little bit extra luggage, which is why if you get like the most compact options, that tends to be best. But then you don't have to worry about something totally new and stressing about whether it's gonna work for you. Unzips right here. And it can be kind of like a little playpen down there too. This one's called the Guava Travel Crib, so I'll link to it in case you're wondering if you want a compact backpack size one that isn't huge and bulky. You could check this one out because it's been working out really well for us. We also bring our DockATot from home so that our 6-month-old has a place to lounge. We can put her down if we need to while we're getting ready or whatever we're doing. And she can just have her own little place to sit while we're hanging out in the room. Bring a stroller no matter where you're going. Your baby will likely fall asleep in the stroller, which means a little peace and quiet for mom and dad. So we have her parked near the pool, so she takes a little snooze and we get some pool time, which makes it just a little bit more relaxing of a vacation. Oh, someone just woke up from her nap. Say hi. Hi, little bug. Oh. Did you have a nice outdoor snooze? Another tip is to join the Facebook group for whatever destination or resort, cruise, wherever you're going. There's almost always a Facebook group for it, and they have the best tips on traveling with kids. So like, for instance, you know, if you want to know which restaurant's the most kid-friendly or which pool has the most shade, you'll find it. You'll find any answer that you could ever want on a Facebook group. Join one and it will help you out.
Now it's time to kick the children off the beach for a minute. Gotta reapply sunscreen every hour.
He doesn't know he's down.
Okay, take it. Oh my gosh. I forgot about this stage. Well, hopefully you found those tips helpful.
We're on the plane. We're headed
We're
home.
headed home. We're like peak. This is like peak end of vacation. So it's like, oh, we still have customs to wait through. But hopefully this helps give you a little bit of
If you're
courage to
seated in
travel.
an exit row, now is a great time to.
Well, she's
if you're
done
willing
that.
or uncomfortable sitting in an exit row, please let us know.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. But for now, we're gonna take a nice, relaxing flight home. It's gonna be very quiet, with no crying or whining whatsoever.
You think so? Think we can handle that? She looks pretty chill.
We're working on it. Bonus tip, let them have the safety cards. Remember that.